clout. Understandable. I probably would pass, honestly. Just because whenever I do have spare time, I try to spend it streaming. I'm a pretty lead a pretty busy life, so I have kind of limited time to do game-related things. So I try to focus in on my speedrunning goals while I can. But I appreciate the offer. And that's not like a hard no forever. I mean, if it was like an ongoing thing and people just were kind of in and out of it at their leisure. Hit every bad collision right then. Capturing reference with our speedrun Jack in Minecraft. Didn't mean such stream. Well, my okay. For me, I play Jack and I just happen to stream it. I don't stream and I choose to do Jack on stream, if that makes sense. Like, Jack comes before streaming on my priority list. Just in terms of, like, the way that I spend my time gaming. Like, I would be doing this exact same thing offline if streaming wasn't an option for me for whatever reason. Why did I just pause and waste, like, 3 seconds? For some reason, I thought I needed to restart work. Like I said, I do appreciate the offer, and I'll take it into some consideration, but it's probably pretty unlikely, though. But thanks again. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to, like, you're just trying to get, like, a big thing going and have fun with people on a Minecraft mod, I say go for it. Invite however many people you think will be in. 4th of TLF 20%. I had seen that you had got a time in TLF. GG's. Huge. Did I not get a single shot on the right shoulder? Okay, I got it. I killed the guy so fast, hold a moment. Gosh, I'm so fast. I'm starting to feel like the only kill that matters is the last one. That's a crazy goal. Having a 28 summer best is pretty cool. I was wondering if I'd be able to get that at some point. I mean, I figured I probably would eventually, but I just didn't know like how much effort that would take or whatever. Pretty cool though. Honestly, I feel like it's the play instead of using the blaster, because it gets them off the thing instantly and it runs no risk of me getting annihilated. I can also just shoot it again, like immediately after. I think I'm going to start doing that, actually. I think that's the play. The doublet. We take those. Don't shoot. I knew he was going to, dude. I could smell it. No, don't run, you coward. I just randomly turned the camera to the right there in the secret hopes that maybe it would mess up the lasers for some reason. It did nothing. You never know until you try, right? I need to get good at turning that blind so I don't have to like turn the camera around and wait. I feel like I could save a couple seconds if I did that. Oh my gosh. I straight up thought I missed it. Whoa! Yeah, dude went flying. That was crazy. I wish I could figure out how to make this consistent. Because I swear, it's just random. I think Megalith said at one point that you don't actually save time if you have to do it twice. Which is kind of funny. I don't even know how much it saves in general. Oh no. Oh, that was a lot closer than it needed to be. Although kind of optimal in a way. Yeah, I messed up my cycle. Because I didn't hit both of them on the first thing. Big time loss, but it's fine. I went a lot. Okay, good. Okay. Double zoomy. Hog. I'm kind of disappointed with myself. I just said the sentence double zoomy pog without skipping a beat. Like, my brain thought that was a perfectly fine thing for a human being to say. And I'm just kind of questioning everything right now. Also, I love the fact that I got shot. Let me in. Was that like all purple ammo? Oh. Whoa! Do you think I gotta go flying? Oh my gosh! He got caught on my circle attack and just went to the moon. There. Okay, that's the dismount I'm looking for most of the time. Okay, so getting in here quickly, I should be hitting the cutscene by like 220. Yeah, I should be hitting the cutscene by 220 on a good sub-split pace, or on a good split pace. It's also kind of funny because they're called the aren't they called the Underground in Jak 2? I thought that plot thread was so cool when I was a kid. That you're part of like an underground rebel organization called, well, you know, the Underground. I just thought that was the, I don't know. I loved the whole like being a rebel, quote unquote, plot line. But again, I was like in that age where being rebellious in all the weird angsty ways was cool. So. Sly, what is, just, I only ask because you play a lot of Sonic games and you've done run, or you know a lot about like Sonic runs, or that's like the impression that you've given me. What is Sonic Riders like? I used to play that game so much just for fun. It probably wasn't even like a good game, I just enjoyed it. And I'm just curious what the speedrun looks like. Because, like, racing type games either have crazy speedruns or they just have, like, I don't know, you just kind of, like, drive. Which some people are into that, right? Just driving, like, taking good lines and doing good turns and managing your speed. Turns around as the weirdest scale of activity for everyone's at. Really interesting. I mean, that kind of doesn't surprise me. I don't think it was like a particularly popular Sonic game. Which, a lot of times, that like, there's a Sonic Riders competitive scene? No. Seriously? I gotta look into that. That sounds crazy, actually. I still remember the first time, it was a few years ago. It's been several years ago. I was sitting at home one day and I was like, man, I used to love playing Super Smash Bros. Melee at my friend's house. I wonder whatever happened with that game. And I just decided to randomly look up on YouTube Super Smash Bros. Melee Tournament. And my mind was blown. And this was like in 2018, 2019, something like that. Man, I was like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. No, it was before, I'm sorry. It was like back in 2014, 2015, not 2019. Yeah, it was like it was definitely like 2014 or 2015. And I was just like, yo, this game is nuts. A huge Discord server of people playing Tournament Edition, which is full-scale mod of Sonic Riders. I am an 015er. I guess that would technically make me a doc kid, even though I don't know that I've ever actually watched the doc. I did play Melee there for a while, and I went to a few tournaments, like mostly locals, and I went to a bigger local tournament, like a regional type thing. And I didn't do, that was probably my best performing tournament, and I know this is going to sound pathetic, but I got like 17th. But for me, like, I was typically like an 0-2 Andy in all the locals because people are just like cracked at Melee. But I think I got like 17th or something there, and I was like, yeah, let's go. I didn't drown in pools. Amazing. I know Sonic Free Riders, which is, yeah, that's a Connect game. I forgot that existed. I feel like I could have been decent at Melee if I would have stuck with it. I mean, you can be good at anything if you stick with it. I just never did. Fun fact, whenever I was taking my hiatus from Jack, after like being on hiatus for 2 or 3 months, I started to go back to Melee, and I was like I decided I was gonna try to like really get good at it. And after a few weeks of doing it, after a few weeks of like practicing Melee and stuff, I was like, man, I'd rather just play Jack. It was more fun. And then I came back. Yo, what's up, Bob? No, you're Jack, bro. You're cut. Like crazy cut. I'm like Meatloaf. Dude, Melee grind is hard. It's hard. Because people are like just so much better than you, is the thing. And like, of course they're not going to go easy on you. So it's hard to play against people and get better. Because you have to like get your tech up to a certain point and then start trying to play people. Like there's so many levels to it, man. I much prefer speedrunning where the only factor is me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, to me, Jack is more fun in general. Like I like moving around in Melee still. And like hitting cool combos on people. I main Falcon, by the way. I meant to answer that, Harf. I started off with Falco, but I spent most of my time playing Falcon. Had a little stint as Pikachu for a few months, but most of the time it's Falcon. Okay. There's competitive. It's not good. Sonic Riders competitors and with the servers so big? Really? That's kind of surprising. You wouldn't imagine it'd be that big. It's cool. Yeah, I kind of want to check it out. I hope I remember after stream. Also, Bob, I hope you're doing well, man. I don't know if I said that a second ago. I was really enthralled in whatever discussion was going on. Dude. It lagged really hard, and I thought I was going to crash into the wall and lose dummy time. Dude. Bro. Okay. Missed it. I didn't. Messed up my hover, though. Cringe. I don't lose that hover in that way very often. I think I just messed up the hover. I don't think it lagged. I think I just screwed it up. Line shift's like a 5-second. Oh, this is more than a 5-second time loss. Which I have a ton of time saving final boss. I forgot about that. I have like 12 or 13. It was sick in the bad way, is what it was. Sickening. There we go. Yeah. I swear, taking that turn wider helps the game not lag out as much because you're like further along in that loading zone, and so it has less of a tendency to drop the hover. I think it does anyway. It could just be complete cope on my part, but I swear it feels like making that turn a lot wider helps so much. You probably lose a little bit because your line isn't as clean, but I would rather lose like even like a full second if it meant that hover just never drops. Okay. And I didn't get a launch at all in my PB that I got earlier tonight. Just really just the exact same time. I guess I'll frame time the other one still just to see if it beat the other one, and I'll submit it just for like the world record, quote unquote, history, if you want to call it that. But hopefully this one will go the distance. And I don't screw up my final boss climb like a... Uh-oh. Okay, that's good. If it wobbles like that, you can explode when you land. I've had it happen in a run once. I think it was during No Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. Chip on. Oh no, that's not good. It's close. Dark ship always makes me nervous, man. Dark ship always makes me nervous. It's because that double side flip strat I do to get over the door is honestly It's so tight to get that, man. Like, every time I get it, I feel like I barely get it. It scares me to death. And it only saves like 1 second. There's really not like a good reason to go for it because it's so risky for one, but I've just practiced it so much I feel like a punk if I don't go for it. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff I've just put the effort into and I'm like, yeah, man, I've dumped so much time into it, there's no reason not to. Fuck this stuff for a second. Oh, the vehicle skidded, but it skidded around the mine. That was, like, perfect. It, like, made me miss it against my will. Alright, we actually got the climb this time. It's amazing. Can I shoot this guy? Okay. I hope that wasn't too early. It was. That shouldn't kill the whole run because I had like 12 seconds, but that does lose me several seconds. I don't know how many, probably like 5. So that's not good. I also didn't look at when that blew up. I 100% just like freeballed that nuke and it was like perfectly timed. I'm honestly just so unbelievably lucky that that happened. I could have blew the whole thing right there. Yeah, because we were already ahead 11 and we have like 12 or 13 to save. So I would be very sad if that one mistake cost it. Which, if I don't get laser skip, I could probably miss it, but we'll just hope that that doesn't happen. Which, I mean, if it does, oh well, what do you do, you know? Oh, oops. Dude, he spawned in the same place like 4 times in a row! I might not get it. I missed it. I missed it because he spawned like 4 times in a row, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm still gonna get it, I think. That's so stupid that I didn't get it. This would have been a really good... I'm not gonna get it. I missed it. That's so stupid, man. Maybe I... Okay, no, I got it. It's just a really crummy final boss.